Hello, guys, and welcome back. I'm still on vacation right now, and I'll be back probably next week, back to uploading consistently and back to posting a lot more alerts and being active on Discord. So, I have a very, very interesting video. I want to make a video on CRWED Crowdstrike, which has a very, very nice setup like AMD. So if you have been following me around on YouTube, you guys know about this AMD setup, which, I was going to play on Monday. And this was on the weekly watch list. So CRW looks very, very nice. It's setting up very, very nicely. And I want to go over the stop loss breakout level, price target, volume profile analysis, and kind of like the previous trend. And, overall, it's trying to break the downtrend. And then I also want to go over Wells Fargo because I want to kind of do a quick recap because I entered in some calls in for Wells Fargo as a starter position. So I'm going to go over Wells Fargo first because I did alert Wells Fargo and I did enter in around, before close. So I'm currently up around like probably like 2% on Wells Fargo, but looking at Wells Fargo is getting very, very tight. And I entered in a starter position because we still have a couple more days for it to get tight. So around, January 5th, we should break out. So this is a starter position that I alerted on Wells Fargo, but it still needs to break that level. Okay, so I'm still being very, very careful on Wells Fargo. It's not a full position yet. It's still a starter position. So let's talk about CrowdStrike right over here. Now, looking at CrowdStrike, overall, we zoom in a little bit after having a very after having a huge pullback, down over 35%, it is forming a ascending triangle. Now, I really like ascending triangles because they get in very, very tight. So our stop loss is going to be very, very tight. So looking at CrowdStrike, first of all, set a alert. Please set a alert at 213.38. That is the breakout level. Now, tomorrow, if we have a red day, I'm looking at a dip by around 202. So down below, we have a very nice support down below. Now, I want to enter in at the support, so I really hope we kind of bleed tomorrow, and then I can enter in at the support. If we can enter in at the support, that will be the best entry because our stop loss is going to be right below it. So the risk to reward is going to be very, very nice if we can enter in down below at the support. As for price target, if we do decide to enter in down over here, our price target is going to be 213. And then overall, we have a nice wick. So if I actually kind of get a horizontal ray, I could see that there's a nice wick around 217.25. So this is kind of like our conservative price target, like we can hit that. And then a higher price target for runners is around 226 if you do decide to hold runners, because premiums are pretty expensive. Now, looking at a bigger picture for CrowdStrike, it had a huge channel. And I clearly remember this. I charted this out before making this video, but we had a huge uptrend and then it broke a major level of support, and overall it pulled back after having a great year from that previous year. So obviously the market has to correct, so it's correcting right now, and now it's trying to break the downtrend, which is looking very, very nice. Now, I really like to compare it to AMD because AMD was a recent play on the ascending triangle, and I really want to show you guys like the exact perspective and what a ascending triangle can do. So this is an example of a great ascending triangle. It broke out and now it's looking to go for all-time highs. It even hit our first price target, which looks very nice. Now, again, the cool part is that ascending triangles have a very, very tight stop loss. But the thing about CRWD is that we still need to get tighter. So every day, that passes by, the triangle gets tighter and tighter. and then it will be a matter of time before it actually breaks this triangle. So this is very, very important to understand, because tomorrow, we could just trade sideways. We could just trade sideways. We need to bounce off this level, and we need to get tighter. And then eventually, if we do decide to buy and at support, our stop loss is going to be getting tighter and tighter. Now, again, I'm making this video so you guys can really understand what I'm looking at. Now, another interesting part is, if we take a look at the volume, we also have some decent volume buying up on this dip. Now, you guys know, I can look at volume and I could see there's high volume, but I really, really like the volume profile analysis indicator. So this is only for TradingView Premium users, so make sure to use my referral down below. If you guys actually go into built-ins and volume profile, I'll really like this indicator, and this is for sure one of my favorite indicators. What we can see is that basically this indicator is telling us that at this level, around 209, around 210, there's a lot of volume coming in at that level. This is very, very important to really understand, because we're getting in a lot of volume and a lot of people are really watching that level, and a lot of people are buying into that breakout. So this is very, very, very nice indicator that I really like to use when looking at volume, especially if you use volume, every single day for every play. So this is kind of giving us a overall confirmation that this breakout has a major, major breakout level, and 213 is going to be a major level, and that is why it is very, very important that you set the alert of the resistance and the alert at the support. So at market open tomorrow, I'm watching Crowdstrike. This is going to be my main play going in for tomorrow, and possibly a weekly expiration, because I'm taking to look a weekly expiration. Now, why a weekly expiration? Because again, we're getting tighter and tighter. So just like AMD, we got so tight that it really just squeezed. So for Crowdstrike, we can take a weekly expiration or even a next week expiration. Now, keep in mind, the closer to expiration, the more risk there is, because overnight gaps down, you can literally just die off, and theta will just kill you. So this is very, very important to understand, to really manage your risk and to look at the contracts you're buying. And again, this is going to be a matter of time. Now, this play, can just go bad, okay? But it is just going to be a matter of time before we know it. So 3 days later, make sure to kind of, get back into this video to see what really happens. And also looking at RSI, we are still at that oversold level, and we need to break that 50 level on the RSI. So overall, a very, very simple video for you guys. And I really hoped I kind of, showed you guys what I'm looking at and my exact perspective. If you guys do really like this content, make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe if you already haven't. And let me know in the comments your thoughts and if you are going to play it. If you guys really do want to support me, would really help out a lot. It's just a cup of coffee, and you guys can get some cool emojis that you guys can, use it in the chat, which is pretty cool. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys tomorrow at market open, and hopefully I'm looking to alert it. Bye bye.